Hello, welcome to another video on my channel, and today we'll talk about Arsenal, the documentary out, and I will be briefly talking about what we talk about the plans for next season or the season we are in, and what is success for the football club, my thoughts on the current players, and Mikel Arteta. Before people say why talk about Arsenal, because there's a documentary about Arsenal right now, and I can. If people have to comment for a United fan, or you calling out Arsenal but you call out United, I've done 2 videos on United, I've done tactics with United, and I've basically said the place aren't good enough for Man United. So, yeah. So, if you think that, shut up, I'll have another videos about Man United. But this is my thoughts on Arsenal and that situation at the minute. We all know that the Amazon documentary is out, and it's on Amazon Prime, believe it or not. So you can watch it if you want, and the first episodes are out. And that's my thought on Arsenal Football Club at the minute in time, and they're punching below well at the station. If you want my honest opinion, I mean, to the friend gone earlier, yes, probably, but you're getting in top 4, you're getting the club's aim. And if you look at that squad he was having, there were top 4 players, and that squad was good enough on the top 4. You won the trophy. Emery came in, did okay, he died out at the end, should have got him top 4. Europe League final, what he put his egg in his basket, backed it too much. He got pooed on, and got him against Chelsea, and then it just went downhill, and they just lacked a plan. Just the players he brought in, like David Luiz. Remember when Arsenal played for Bruno Bilat? He's an idiot. And I can't believe Arsenal fans wanted him, to be really honest. Willian, Celta, why want him? It does look almost like everyone Arsenal just drove past Stamford Bridge and just basically picked up the leftovers, and that what it came as. The business have done under Arteta since the COVID window been better. Got Ramsdale, who's been really good in there, took a risk on him. Why I'm not being as good as people make it, made a lot of mistakes in my opinion. Odegaard, okay, best man what he had, but will he get him top 4? No. Captain Football Club, he's an appalling captain. Now, I reckon from that Prime video, you don't come out and challenge the manager, you don't challenge the right players, he's an appalling captain. We're going to Harry Maguire, he's a lot worse. He's a lot worse. And it's just trying to listen. Like, I'm not saying don't bring in a youth, I don't get them already, but you got to sign senior player, you got to sign good pros. Like, now it's a crime. It isn't just happen with any club to sign a player over 30 or 28, 29. You need a good pro, you need a player here, ready, and now, so you can help and bring up young players and maybe not behind them. Because Xhaka, very good player. Martinelli, I think he will be a top player. I really like him. But you can't rely on these players week in, week out, because they are young and it will burn them out. And they won't develop as they should. I think the senior probs they got in there, Rob Holding, puppet, not good enough. Haven't been good enough under Wenger. He's got enough why he's still in the club. Who else? Granit Xhaka. That thing was back to Xhaka. I found it really hard to watch that. Getting sent off and blaming a young kid giving the ball away. Okay, he might have gave the ball when they found no third, but one, well to defend us, and 2, just your goalkeeper, believe in your goalkeeper. What a last minute thing, just believe in, trust in him, because he won't when he could score, take your head off the ball. Keeper watch out, just trust in believe in your goalkeeper and let him bring the ball down and kick it away from him. He's an idiot. He don't like people saying it, but he is. He's an idiot. 5 red cards, pathetic. Nuno don't come across as a good pro. Very can't be bothered. Okay, I can understand being shy, but he just look like gonna give two craps. Pepe, quiet, not energetic, not involved in it. The thing I've knocked Aubameyang, I understand why Arteta did that. You've been late a few times. It wasn't the first time did it, and I think it's a recurrence thing. I'd like somebody from Amazon to challenge him more. I want to challenge more. Think, what have you done? Or can we see it and put it on the foot a bit more? Other than you got Gunlog, you got some journals, and so I would like to say that, and they're very robotic in that Arsenal training room. I mean, they're like emoting, like when Arteta asked a question, they all share like talking to me, and they got to start the same question 3 times, like talking to kids. That's the same question 3 times, get an answer, and it's default, yeah, no, yeah, sure. No anything, no emotion behind any of the players. No one shouts manager, and people go out these days like it's a crown manager. No, it's not. It's just ask the question to you while we're doing it, or it's this way. Manager can tell you to shut off. You can say I'm doing it this way, but clubs challenge managers to think City players are challenging. Don't be asking questions about Pep. Don't be asking questions about club. Because it makes them better managers can keep on the toes rather than yeah, sure, no, sure, I don't know, sure. Embarrassing, it's robotic. Mikel Arteta, I don't think he's good enough for that football club. I look at the people who recruit him. I mean, you got his manager. After being a chicken with Pep Guardiola, don't make you manager for Arsenal Football Club. A big club, don't make. A big club in Arsenal, that doesn't make you it. That's a weird thing getting him. He come across in that documentary. I rewatched Tottenham this week, and what I was going to say to you on Pepe Mourinho. Okay, I know editing and all that, but Pepe Mourinho really came across tactically. They were talking tactically well. They'll say now, do you know about that position? They'll play like this way. I want you to go like that. Arteta sound like a chance. He look like a chance. They're technically going cramped house and give a chance left him up light bulb, brains, hearts, emergency service. You're a football manager. How do we beat this team? How do we tactically get better? Not giving scientific faith. Oh, God knows what you did at Manchester. You weren't a great tactician and I could have fought you off. He's well too emotional. I can understand you being emotional like the club, but you need to be at level head when you win. Some of the celebrations at the training room like a bit embarrassing, like singing 0-0, jumping around like you're 3-0 at Anfield. Your dreams at Liverpool were crap. They were awful. That League Cup game, Liverpool were absolutely awful. I mean, it weren't like Arsenal defended well, okay, defended okay, but Liverpool was awful. Defending like that, you drew 0-0, no. I'm going to go at Shaka or according to a conflict because your man got sent off. You could have won that game if you don't get sent off. The 1-0 Wolves win, thinking I got top vote for. Same with Villa. Just well over the top celebrations. And the manager not saying, right, we won that game, 1-0, kick on next week, win a battle, win a trust. They're going around thinking they won things. I mean, your manager it's not a good dressing room, but your manager got to get them players and say, look, what are you doing? Okay, you won 1-0, great, cool, be happy, but don't celebrate like you won the league. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's bad. He looked like he don't like being challenged. He's very robotic in himself. And I think 8 with Arsenal twice, when you got the club those 6, you finished 8 position, 8 again in the Covid year, like a meta year, and 5th after bottom top 4, that isn't good enough for Arsenal Football Club. And I often get to think, oh, I'm negative against Arsenal, got an agenda. I'm not. What I know the Premier League is United and Arsenal battling out each other. And I would love that to happen. I know Man comes to a match, but I would love for United and Arsenal to be talented in the top 2. I would love for United and Arsenal to knock out City, Liverpool and Chelsea and say, it's our league. But both clubs aren't there, and Arsenal, they're way off. I mean, the coach does that club. The dressing room, it's a bad dressing room. It's all weak, it's all robotic, it's all, yes sir, no sir, yeah. Oh, well done today. No, the chance. Sure, they want to get sent off or to make a mistake. It's not, why the hell did you do that? It's not, when we win a game, it's, yay, woo, 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 woo. Not, cool, we won, next game, next week. It's just, it's a poor dressing room. And I look at that dressing room, I think, that environment, you're not going to win anything. You need a bit like what Conte done to Fairs. I mean, Conte got in Fed and he ripped that dressing room apart, got in characters, got in men, got in leaders, made it an aggressive team. Remember what Mourinho said? He said basically he said you got to be a bastard. I don't get that for Arsenal. Tottenham now, they're very aggressive, they're nasty. And that we need in football. Arsenal took 90, with their sing long. Don't win anything, no. We just have to be there. There's too many players comfortable and need someone to come in, like an Arteta, who's the manager, and just gain a bit of a rocket and say, you're too comfortable, you like it here too much. They're not shouting us, they're not looking at the choice thinking, I have one bad game, I know, you can't have one bad game. Yeah. It doesn't matter. Even when the manager weren't there, they weren't training properly. That with senior pros, they say, look, he's not here, he'll be watching, come on, let's do it, let's get on it. And you look at that and you just think, what's the culture? Who's the senior pros? And look, if that team don't recruit properly, that team don't recruit in the next 3 weeks to window, they're not getting top 4. They're going to get nowhere near top 4, and they're not going to struggle, and they're going to struggle in the Europa League because quality-wise, Arsenal are nowhere near it. But personnel, character-wise, oh, forget about it. Seriously, Tottenham weren't that great last year, but they had a bit of personality, a bit of character. They had a manager who was level, well, I'll say level-headed, but a manager who don't get ahead of themselves. Somebody who was tactically good and somebody who could get ahead, somebody who could number bad opposition. They got top 4. Arsenal United, Guerrero was right, but he wasn't a goal. Arteta, he's not a goal. I mean, he's not a manager. Arsenal United, 2 bad dressing rooms. With Raul, obviously, it was difficult for interim manager. Obviously, people would know they're not there, or he won't be there. Arteta's just not a leader. They failed. They flopped. And every team in that top 4 race had plenty of opportunities to confirm it, and they flopped, they failed. And I just look at the Arsenal team and I think, do you want it? Do you want to win? It seemed like a hassle. The digging and getting to grind, it seemed like a hassle, and Arsenal needs to do a lot of work in the next 3 weeks. Ability-wise not good enough, character-wise not good enough, backbone-wise not good enough, and I heard that tested this week got a family vibe. Families coming down to the training ground, a lot of activities for kids. You're a professional football manager, mate. You got players, during the transfer window, games going fit and fast. Get your team ready for the next game, get your team tactically good for the next game, get your team training by the next game ready, or I'm playing daycare. I mean, it's comical, and Shannon Arsenal fan, I'm worried. Trust the process, really. To me, Arteta and Bettinelli. I think Ole's better than Mikel Arteta. Ole got us 3rd in his full year, and that was when top 4 in the air. He climbed it back and got us 3rd. He got us 2nd when everyone in club blew apart, but he was the best of the rest. That 2nd could have gone to Arsenal, it could have gone to Tottenham, it could have gone to Chelsea, it could have gone to Liverpool, but no, he kept his head, he kept his full, he got us 2nd. Okay, that one game, that next set, Ole was never that, but he did better job on Arteta. I mean, that FA Cup, that cup of a lot of crap. You wouldn't have got that FA Cup. You haven't made a final of the Europa League, got that semi-final against a poor Villarreal team, but the reason why Villarreal won the cup, because they got a good coach in Emery. It's a set team, an organised team. He did it against us. He not Europa League final, he did against Track in Champions League. Took a bit of magic by Ronaldo, won it. He got them to the Champions League final, because he couldn't set and organise a team up. That's why he won it. Olympiacos, they were rubbish against and obviously he went in top four, but for some reason this guy get a pass. I don't think he's good enough for Arsenal Football Club, and I don't think he's good enough for a top 10 team, if I'm being really honest. He don't come across tactically well, he don't come across like a top manager, he come across like a pundit. He come across things I can say that he's camera, but like a manager, nah, I don't think he's right. Let me know in the comments on what. Let me know in the comments why I think Arsenal will finish. I think Arteta will be gone before the World Cup. Did I bring in Pochettino? I think he could get in top four and make a more of a threat, but he won't win trophies. He won't think go wrong dressing room. He don't come across that so strong leader. They missed out on Conte last year. But yeah, let me know what you lot think about Arsenal in the comments below. Adios.